Hello, boys and girls. We are going to make a sprite, and we're going to make it look like a telescope, so it looks like we can look out the window of our spaceship and see things in space. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my sprite, and I'm going to go to my paint editor. And I'm going to go to my paint editor, and we're going to be converting from bitmap back and forth. So I'm going to go to convert to bitmap, so that means I can color all of this outline. So I'm going to go to my bucket, and I'm going to change my color to black. And now I have a black sprite. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert it back to vector. Now I'm going to add a circle. And with my circle, I want to give it a color so I can easily see it. So I'm just going to do red for right now, but I want the outline to be white. And you may have to play around with this just a little bit so you can get the color that you want. Okay, so now I'm going to draw my circle. If I hold down Shift, it will give me a perfect circle. Okay, so there's my circle, and now I can move it so it's right in the middle. Now I'm going to switch it back to bitmap. So the bitmap is now going to allow me to use the eraser to get rid of all of the color. So now I've gotten rid of all of the color. So the reason we're doing this is we're going to have like a black background, and this is like the telescope that you're looking at. So this will make it transparent over here. See, now you see the white background under, and you would see whatever stars you have there, or whatever you have in the background now. So if I added a star background here, now if I added the star background, you would see the stars through the telescope. Okay, so now I'm going to move this. So there's my telescope. So now I'm just going to show you the basic code for this. There'll be a lot more code for this later, but this is how we're going to start. We're going to move this so we can look around the background and find things. So I'm going to come to my event. I'm going to go to the flag, and I am going to tell it to go to 0, 0. 0, 0 is the center, so I want it to be in the center. So once it's in 0, 0, I always want this to be in the front. We're going to be adding lots of other things. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to tell it to go to the front. After I've told it to go to the front, now we're going to tell it to, we could tell it to forever go to the mouse. So let me do that real fast, and I'm going to show you the problem with that. Okay, so now I forever go to the mouse. Do you notice that now it looks like it's coming off the screen? Well, I want it to go to the mouse, but not all the way. So I'm going to take it to the mouse and make it so that it doesn't move. So I'm going to kind of just divide. So instead of saying go to, I'm going to say go to this XY. But on my XY, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to my operators. And I want to use this one that says divide. And I'm going to come here and I'm going to say, and then I'm going to go to my sensing and I'm going to say mouse X. And I want to divide it by 2. So that way it's not quite going all the way to the mouse. Okay, and then I'm going to get that same operator again. Make sure you get the divide and go to your mouse X, mouse Y, and divide it by 2. And then I'll just put this in my mouse position and this in my Y position. So then it's going to not quite, it's not going to go off the screen. Now, if you are still having problems with it going off the screen, then you may need to adjust, maybe divide by 3 or divide by 4. But that is how you would make the mouse so that you can look at it to look things in the background. Okay, hope you have fun making this project.